ਜਗਤਾਰਨ ਕਉ ਅਵਤਾਰ ਬਨਾਇਓ। ਜਪਿਓ ਜਿਨ ਅਰਜੁਨ ਦੇਵ ਗੁਰੂ, ਫਿਰ ਸੰਕਟ ਜੋਨ ਗਰਭ ਨ ਆਇਓ। ਗਿਆਨ ਅੰਜਨ ਗੁਰ ਦੀਆ, ਅਗਿਆਨ ਅੰਧੇਰ ਬਿਨਾਸ਼। ਹਰ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਤੇ ਸੰਤ ਭੇਟਿਆ, ਨਾਨਕ ਮਨ ਪ੍ਰਗਾਸ। ਫਿਰਤ ਫਿਰਤ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਆਇਆ, ਪਰਿਆ ਤਉ ਸਰਨਾਏ। ਨਾਨਕ ਕੀ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਬੇਨਤੀ, ਆਪਣੀ ਭਗਤੀ ਲਾਏ। ਡੰਡੌਤ ਬੰਧਨ ਅਨਕ ਬਾਰ, ਸਰਬ ਕਲਾ ਸਮਰੱਥ। ਡੋਲਨ ਤੇ ਰਾਖੋ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ, ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇ ਕਰ ਹੱਥ। ਜੀ ਅਜੰਤ ਸਭ ਸਰਨ ਤੁਮਾਰੀ, ਸਰਬ ਚਿੰਤ ਤੁਧ ਪਾਸੇ। ਜੋ ਤੁਧ ਭਾਵੈ ਸੋਈ ਚੰਗਾ, ਇਕ ਨਾਨਕ ਕੀ ਅਰਦਾਸੇ। ਕਾਹਾ ਬੁੱਧ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਤੁਛ ਹਮਾਰੀ, ਬਰਨ ਸਕੈ ਮਹਿਮਾ ਜੋ ਤਿਹਾਰੀ। ਹਮ ਨ ਸਕਤ ਕਰ ਸਿਫਤ ਤੁਮਾਰੀ, ਆਪ ਲੇਹੋ ਤੁਮ ਕਥਾ ਸੁਧਾਰੀ। ਮੂਕ ਉਚਰੈ ਸ਼ਾਸਤਰ ਖਟ, ਪਿੰਗ ਗਿਰਨ ਚੜ ਜਾਏ। ਅੰਧ ਲਖੈ ਬਦਰੋ ਸੁਨੈ, ਜੋ ਕਾਲ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਾਏ। ਅੰਧ ਲਖੈ ਬਦਰੋ ਸੁਨੈ, ਜੋ ਕਾਲ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਾਏ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ। ਸ਼ਲੋਕ। ਬਹੁ ਸ਼ਾਸਤਰ ਬਹੁ ਸਿਮਰਤੀ, ਪੇਖੇ ਸਰਬ ਢੋਲ। ਪੂਜਸ ਨਾਹੀ ਹਰ ਹਰੇ, ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ ਅਮੋਲ। ਬਹੁ ਸ਼ਾਸਤਰ ਬਹੁ ਸਿਮਰਤੀ, ਪੇਖੇ ਸਰਬ ਢੋਲ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਸਾਜੀ ਨਿਵਾਜੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਆਪ ਜੀ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪਾਵਨ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹਜ਼ੂਰੀ ਅੰਦਰ ਇਕੱਤਰ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ। ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਅਤਿਅੰਤ ਵੱਡੇ ਭਾਗ ਹਨ। Very blessed to join the court of ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ। ਸਤ ਸੰਗਤ ਕੈਸੀ ਜਾਣੀਐ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਏਕੋ ਨਾਮ ਖਾਣੀਐ। If you ask ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਿ ਸਤ ਸੰਗਤ ਕੈਸੀ ਜਾਣੀਐ, how can you distinguish, how can you figure out what is ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ? Guru Sahib Ji tells us, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਏਕੋ ਨਾਮ ਖਾਣੀਐ। Where there is Naam, where there is Naam ਦੀ ਵਿਚਾਰ, ਨਾਮ ਦੀ ਕਥਾ, ਕੀਰਤਨ, singing the Guru's praises. Where there is Naam, that is Sadh Sangat. The Guru Sahib tells that by coming into Sadh Sangat, Sri Rahera Sahib Ji ke ਪਾਠ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੋ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਸਰਵਣ ਕੀਤਾ, Guru Sahib Ji tells us the mehima of Rahera Sahib ke of Sadh Sangat, ke Sat Sangat mile so tariya. By going into Sadh Sangat ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾ ਕੇ, by going into the company of the holy saints, se mile so tariya. Kaljug ਦਾ ਜੀਵ, the person who is in this age of Kaljug, this dark age, ਉਹ ਤਰ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਇਸ ਭਵ ਸਾਗਰ ਤੋਂ। They cross over this ocean by coming into ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ। ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, with the blessings of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, ਪਿਛਲੇ ਹਫ਼ਤੇ we went through the second ਅਸ਼ਟਪਦੀ of Sri Sukhmani Sahib, ਦੂਜੀ ਅਸ਼ਟਪਦੀ, the last ਚਾਰ ਪੌੜੀਆਂ of the second ਅਸ਼ਟਪਦੀ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ tells us ਭਗਤ ਜਨਾ ਕੀ ਬਰਤਨ ਨਾਮ, ਸੰਤ ਜਨਾ ਕਈ ਮਨ ਬਿਸਰਾਮ। Guru Sahib Ji speaks to us about those who do bhajan bandagi and what is their lives like. Those who listen to Katha, they say ke sabd uttam har ki Katha, naam sunat dard dukh latha. Ke Prabhu Parmeshwar Vaheguru Ji di Katha sabd uttam hai, naam sunat pave Guru Sahib Ji da naam rupi Katha sarvan karke dard dukh latha. Guru Sahib says about listen to the Katha, all of our dard, all of our pain, dukh, sadness, latha is taken away. ਲੈ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ। ਲੈ means be destroyed, ਨਾਸ਼ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਖਤਮ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਕਥਾ ਸਰਵਣ ਕਰਕੇ। So with Guru Sahib's blessings today, we're going to go through the third slok of Sri Sukhmani Sahib ਅਤੇ ਤੀਜੀ ਅਸ਼ਟਪਦੀ। So ਆਰੰਭ ਕਰਨ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ, before we start the katha vichar, let's all focus our mind on the charan of Dhan Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. Let's do Satnam Vaheguru Jap। So ਸਾਰੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਆਖੋ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ।
ਬਹੁ ਸ਼ਾਸਤਰ ਬਹੁ ਸਿਮਰਤੀ ਪੇਖੇ ਸਰਬ ਟਟੋਲ.
So Tan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Ji in this third slok says to us, Baho Shastra, Pave Baho Shastra, Ate Baho Simrtiya, Bahotiya Simrtiya, Pave Sare Grantha Sad Sangat Ji, all these different grants that there are in the world, Pekhe Sarabata Dol. Pekhe the arth hai Sasang Ji Dekhna. Guru Sahib Ji keh rahe ne, they're saying to us, कि मैं खोज के देखा. I've looked myself. So all these different grants, Hanji.
ਪੂਜਸ ਨਾਹੀ ਹਰ ਹਰੇ ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ ਅਮੋਲ.
ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਜੋ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਪਰਮੇਸ਼ਰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਹਨ, ਜੋ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਭ ਨੂੰ ਹਰੇ ਭਰੇ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲੇ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਪਰਮੇਸ਼ਰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਹੈ. The name of ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ that makes everything hare pare means to make everything blossom. That's what we mean when we say hare pare, or when the art of har. When we say har, you ask an armed person what does har mean, they say har means everything. That is one meaning of har. Like har roj means every day. Another meaning of har is hare pare karan wale, the one who makes everything blossom. Ja, when we say, so the meaning of har as in Hari Vaheguru Ji is somebody that makes everyone blossom. But when we say Ram, the arth we can say is Ramya Hoy, the one who's absorbed in everyone. So yes, Ram is the name of God, Har is the name of God, but there's a gun, there's a quality associated with these names as well. The Guru Sahib saying, Pujas nahi har hare, nanak naam mol, ke pujas he means pujna, or puje. It means to reach. They're saying here, ke Guru Sahib's name, there's nothing equal to it. There's nothing barabar equal to the name of Prabhu Parameshwar Vaheguru Ji's name, and is saying Nanak Naam Amol, ke us naam Prabhu Parameshwar Vaheguru Ji da naam da mull ਅਸੀਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ. ਮੁੱਲ ਤੋਂ ਰਹਿਤੇ ਆ. It's without any ਮੁੱਲ ਦਾ ਅਰਥ ਹੈ, it means price. It's a ਮੁੱਲ ਤੋਂ ਰਹਿਤ. The name of Vaheguru Ji. And in this next Ashtapadi, this Tiji Ashtapadi of Sri Sukhmani Sahib, they're going to compare Naam to all the actions of the world. Karam. The actions that people do in the world, pave, jap karna, tap karna, all these kind of things, how did they not have much use to them if there's no Naam in them? So, agge paro ji, hanji.
ਅਸ਼ਟਪਦੀ ਜਾਪ ਤਾਪ ਗਿਆਨ ਸਭ ਧਿਆਨ.
So, Guru Sahib ji keh rahe ne ke chahe jeev jap kare, jap kar lave, ja tap kar lave, that person may do jap or he may do tap. Jap he means getting a job from like Devi Devte. And you may see this many times today. Many even Sikhs, Punjabi Sikhs, what do? They go to mandirs. Utthe jaake Sahib Sangat Ji, they get a part done for them for something. Happens a lot. So Guru is saying jap, te tap kare. Tap he means like tapasya, penance. Pave vart rakhna, to fast, for example. Panj agan. These are things that people used to do in India. They still do it today. Panj Agan is where you sit in a very hot month. Garmi de Rutta de vich Sahib in the heat. They sit around 4 fires around them, and then the 5th fire is the Suraj, Panj Agan. And they do their tapasya, they do their penance. Many different forms. They may stand in the water, they may hang upside down. When Sri Guru Nanak Ji met Sant Rayana Ji, जो लंगर दी साखी है साध संगत जी, when Guru Sahib started langar, Guru ka langar, at that time those sadhus, Sant Rayana Ji Adak, they were doing meditation, they were doing their jap, they were doing their tap, and some were on trees, some were hanging upside down, some were on one leg, then all these different types of action. So Guru Sahib is saying to us that they may do jap, they may do tap, or they may have gyan, bhave sarir da gyan. They may have a lot of knowledge of their body as well, like how many nadi are within the body. Nadiya means like the veins, the vessels of the body. Ja pachi prakirtiya, which means we got the panch tat in our body. The panch tat mean the 5 elements. Agni, hava, we have air, we have ether, all these things, the earth. We're made up of 5 different qualities, our body. The pachi prakirtiya are when those 5 mix with each other. And it makes different things in our body. Pachi means 25 different types of things that are formed, elements that when they mix together. meaning here that someone may have all this knowledge of the body, and the reason why I'm saying this is because this is what they used to do to Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. When Guru Nanak Dev Ji went to Smer Parbat for the first time, this mountain, where they recited Japji Sahib the part, when they went there, the Siddhs who were sitting on top of the mountain, they knew Guru Nanak Dev Ji was coming. So they would send somebody down to go and question Guru Nanak Dev Ji about how much knowledge they have. And they used to call Guru Nanak Dev Ji Balak. Balak means like a young child. Because these Siddhs were not like 30, 40, 50, 70 years old. They were in their hundreds. Some of them were 500 years old because they could control their breath. We say that we have swas, we have breaths. When we pass away, it means all our breaths have run out. But what these Siddhs used to do, they used to control their breathing and they just breathe very slowly. Because they're breathing very slowly, they could live for longer because they're not using many breaths. They could breathe in once and hold that breath in their dasam dwar, in their 10th gate on the top of their head, for a very, very long time. So they were very old and they thought they're very clever as well. They had a lot of siyanapa. They thought they're very clever people. And when Guru Nanak Dev Ji came to see them, they questioned Guru Nanak Dev Ji and see how much knowledge they had about the sarir, about the nadia within the sarir. You know, how long is this? How many of these do we have in the body? The 7 chakras that we say of the body. All these different kind of things. But Guru Sahib Ji explained to them that, yes, we know about this, but again, this is not that important. Right? Because the most important thing is that they lose their ego, which they haven't lost because they're so proud of the knowledge that they have. So Guru Sahib Ji is saying to us, they may do japa, they may do tap, gyan, sabatyan. Have all these types of techniques in order to control their mind as well. But it means nothing, Hanji.
Khat Sastra Simrit Vikhyan.
The Khat Sastra. Khat he means She. She Shastra. The Stai Simriti Asasini Vakhyan. They may be able to do Katha of all these different granths. So the Simriti and the Shastra, very simply, there are different granths from the Hindu Dharam, you could say, the Sanatan Dharam, and they go for different rules and codes of conduct and how you should live your life. Many other things. But if we just look at this, it's not just talking about these granths, it's talking about all Dharmic Pustaka, every single type of spiritual book you can find that gives you spiritual advice. Somebody can have all this knowledge. They can follow the jobs of many Devi Devte over the world. You see today, you go on the YouTube, for example, and you see people that put forward these different meditation techniques you can do, or different ways to control the mind, different challenges, diets that you can go on. There's many ways we can look at in today's world as well. Jap, tap, gyan, having lots of knowledge of the body, dhyan, all these kind of things, or reading all these different types of granths, Hanji.
Jog Abhyas Karam Tram Kirya.
Te sasangi jog abhyas. Joga da abhyas. Jog the arth hai jurna. Jog means to join. Now somebody may have all the right techniques. They think they're the right techniques to join to that Atma inside them. Jog abhyas. And abhyas, it means to practice those. Karma tarama kirya. Hor karma tarama di kirya sasangaji. Vi kar lave. They may do all these other types of actions. Karma taram means religious rituals. So this is going somewhere. But Guru Sahib is saying that somebody may do all these different types of action, Hanji.
Sagala Tyag Ban Madde Firya.
The Sagala Tyag, Sariya Vastuva Sasni, Dunya di Vastu Anu Tyag Karke. They may give up all these items of the world. Sagala Tyag Ban Madde Firya. Ban the arth hai jungle. Madde means vich firya. Pave Sasangaji jungle vich firya rahe. Firya rahe Sasangaji. They may go and wander in the jungles. Somebody may leave their whole family and go and live in the jungles and renounce the whole world. But Guru Sahib Ji tells us ke kahe re ban khoj na jai. Say, hey mere mana, hey Sant Jano, ho sasa, oh people of the world, hey Kaljug da Jeev, kahe re ban khoj na jai. Why are you going to look for God in the jungles? Sarba Navasi Sada Alepa Tohi Sangha Samai Rahau. They say, Vaheguru Ji Sarba Navasi, they reside everywhere. Sada Alepa, Alepa means nirlep, detached. Tohi Sangha Samai. They're all around you. You don't need to go to the jungles to find them. You can find them here in your Sri Rupi Kar. Inside your body, you can find Vaheguru Ji. So you don't need to dissipate to the jungles. But at the same time, Guru Sahib is not saying that if someone went to the jungles, there's anything wrong with that. The reason why I say that is because the reason why Guru Sahib is saying in the first place is because the people that went to the jungles still had desires of the world. They still had Kam, Kro, Lo, Munkar inside them. So even though they're living in the jungles, they still had greed. They didn't renounce these things. So Guru says that what was the point of going to the jungles? If you look at the Jeevani of many Guru Sikhs, summed up by Ishwar Singh Ji, the smoke that's happening at Havelock Road right now, Guru Nanak Gurdwara Sahib, Singh Sabha, summed up by Ishwar Singh Ji spent a lot of times in the jungles as well. But it was through the Bhajan Bandagi, so they weren't distracted. But then they came back to the world and did Parchar as well, Gurmukh Parchar, around the whole of the world. So again, it's the idea that it's not to say that you have to leave the world to find Vaheguru Ji. Guru Sahib is saying you can stay in the world and you can meet Vaheguru Ji as well in your own home. Just like if you look in Shabad Zade Pasha Dasavi, Guru Sahib says it to us there. So, Re mana aso kar sannyasa, man se sadana sabe kar samajoho, man hi mahe udasa. Say, Re mana aso kar sannyasa. Sannyasa means someone who's a tyagi who leaves the world. They say that you can live in the world. Ban says sadana sabe kar samajoho. Live in the world, see the jungles as the world. When you're seeing all these big buildings, for example, don't see concrete buildings, just see trees. Right? You can be in Nil Lib, you can be detached, even living in this world right now. It doesn't mean you have to run far, far away, because sometimes when you get really dukhi and you think, I'm not going to talk to anyone now. I mean, you say that Sagalat Yag Bana Madde Fadiya. I'm going to leave my family and I'm going to go to India and I'm going to stay there. It's not to say that, obviously, if you go to India, that's Chardi Kala, there's a lot of asthans there. But it's to say that you don't have to run away from your problems. Guru Sahib saying, run inside, go inside your heart, and you can find all those solutions there. You don't need to go far away, Hanji.
Anek prakar kiye baho jatana.
The Anek Prakar means many, many different types of yatan. Kiye baho jatana. Anek Prakar the yatan sasangari jiva, that person may do all these different types of actions in order to gain sukha, in order to gain happiness. How many times in our lives have we tried different techniques to be happy? And again, I go back to the idea of a different diet, a different type of lifestyle that we see in today's world. There's many different things that people are telling us to do, and you'll be successful and you'll be happy. Or some of the which is different types of sadhana, different techniques in order to gain sukh, atmik sukh. Some of the sadhana, we're all looking for the same sukh as well. Everyone is still dukhi, and people are saying, do this, do that. How many different techniques can you find online of what to do in order to become successful and to gain happiness? Hanji.
Punna dan home bahoratana.
The Guru says punna dan. You may even give a lot of punna. You may be very punni and give a lot of dan. Punni here means to be a very virtuous person, to be a good person, to do good actions. Change karam. Punna dan. Dan vi kar lave. You may do good actions. You may give charity as well. Punna dan. Te hanji dwara paro ji.
Punna dan home bahoratana.
Te ratana the arth hai Sahib Singh ji kyo. Home boho. Home boho. Home means havan. Now somebody may even do havan. Havan here means very simply fire worship. To sacrifice things into the fire. Agni de vich. And you may even put kyo in there as well. Kyo ke Sahib Singh ji yoga in the Veds. There's two types of Veds. I can't remember the names. And one's like Yoga Ved. And the other one I can't remember now. In these different Veds, they talk about by doing havan, it is very great. It's got a lot of mehma in it. So Guru Sahib Ji here is speaking to the people at the time. They said that you may even do havan as well. You may do these actions. You may donate and do all these types of karma tarama hanji.
Sarir kataye home kar rati.
The Guru Sahib Ji keh rahe ne ke jira Kaljug da jeev hai, that person lives in this world in Kaljuga, paave ho apne sarir nu ratti karke katave. They may cut their body into little pieces. Little pieces. Sarir kataye. They may cut into little pieces and then they say, ag vich sar deve. They may burn it as well. They do all these different types of actions. Now that sounds like a really crazy thing to do, right? To cut your body into little pieces and then put it in the fire. But Guru Bani is telling us, hey Hanji, you may even keep vart rakh ke Sahib Singh Ji boho pati, boho prakar da vart rakh ke Sahib Singh Ji, many different types of fast as well, Hanji.
Nahi tol Ram naam bichar.
But Guru Sahib Ji keh rahe ne ke Guru ke Prabhu Parmeshwar Ji de naam barabar hor koi sadhana nahi hai. There's nothing equal to Vaheguru Ji's name. So sadhana means techniques that you could do all these things. You may do yag, you may do havan, you may do fire worship. You may get a job from somebody for Shivji da job. All these different things that people do today, go to the mandir. This is no disrespect to the mandir, no disrespect at all. But Sahib Sangat Ji, our Guru is Guru Granth Sahib Ji. This is our Isht. Baniya Sirabani. This is the highest Bani. But we still go to others for help when we should be coming to our Guru only. It's like a wife going to somebody else when she has a husband. She's not loyal to her husband or husband to the wife, same thing, no difference. But this is the same thing that we see today, that because we think the Guru won't give it to us, we go to somebody else. We do ardas, we come to Guru Sahib Ji, ardas, asi karde hai Guru Sahib Ji nu. Because ardas is not parvan, we go somewhere else and go do ardas there because we think it's going to work. Where is our faith? Where is our shraddha? Where is our love in the Guru? We have to go to others to get us the stuff that we want. If the Guru hasn't given it to us, it's a good reason for it. It means that we don't need it. It means that if we ask for that, it's going to give us dukh. Vinatu do hor je mangana, sir dukha ke dukh. Dehe naam santokhya, uttare man ki pukh. The Guru says, if I ask for anything but you, then it is pain. If I ask for anything but God's name, it's going to give me pain, because anything else that we ask for, it takes us away from the Guru. It's not to say that you can't ask for worldly things from the Guru. If you're going to ask from somebody, then ask from the Guru. But the point here is that if we don't get it, it means that the Guru has the perfect plan for us and there's something better for us. It doesn't mean that they don't listen to us, they don't want us to be happy. They know that that's not going to make us happy. So Guru Sahib Ji, he is saying to us, Nahi Tola Ram Naam Vichar. That Vaheguru Ji's name is the highest of the high, and Guru says Vichar. They say Vichar karke, they say think about this yourself. Look at in your own life and you'll see yourself there is nothing greater than Guru Sahib Ji's name. Hanji.
Nanak Gurmukh Naam Japiya ek baar.
The Guru Sahib says Nanak. Guru Sahib Ji kathan karde han ke Gurmukh ban ke. Gurmukh he means becoming a Gurmukh. Gurmukh the arth ki hai Guru da chehra. That is the meaning of Gurmukh. It means that when you look at that person, you see the Guru's chehra. Chehra means face. That is a Gurmukh. When you see them, you see Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. You don't just see a Flana Singh, you see Guru Gobind Singh Ji in their chehra. Or somebody who follows the Guru Sikhya. Following the Guru Sikhya, then they become one with the Guru, and then you only see their chehra. You only see Guru Gobind Singh Ji on their face. You don't see nobody else. That is what the Guru is saying to us, whether you're Singh or Singhani, sab mein hai jot hai soy. There's no he or she really, there's only the jot. There's only the Atma. Sab mein hai soy, tiste chandan, sab mein hai chandan hoy. That light sits inside you, and when we start to connect to that jota swarup, then we become one with it. So Nanak Gurmukh, Hanji, Dwara Paro Ji.
Nanak Gurmukh Naam Japiya ek baar.
So Naam Japan karke, by becoming Gurmukh ban ke, Guru is saying Naam Japo ek baar. Ek baar he means if you just jap Naam for even just one moment and you connect, they say Jo kal kau ek baar tiya hai, ta ke kal nikat na hai. Jo kal kau. Kal the arth hai Kal Jug de vich. If somebody in Kal Jug, Chaupai Sahib this is from, Jo kal kau ek baar tiya hai. If for one moment in Kal Jug they put their dhyan in the Guru's charan and they connect, they say ta ke kal nikat na hai. They say jiri kal di fahi hai Sahib Sangat Ji. Fahi means the noose. You know, somebody gets hanged, they put a noose around them. Say that ta ke kal nikat na hai. That fahi is cut. It is cut straight away, meaning that person never dies. The one who japs Guru Sahib's name, meaning we've tried all the sadhana of the world, all the techniques of the world, but we tried Naam Japana. This is for me as well. Have we tried to actually sit down and jap Naam? Not for 2 minutes, not for 5 minutes, but for longer. For time, like an hour. Obviously, you have to build it up from 5 minutes to 10 minutes, then half an hour. But have we tried that? Have we tried putting our hopes and desires into the Guru and doing Naam Japana? Very simply, just saying Vaheguru. Just call out to Vaheguru. Vaheguru. Ask for the Guru's help. This is what Guru Sahib is saying to us. We can do all these different types of actions, but have we ever thought about this? Nahi tola Ram Naam Vichar. Have you ever thought to yourself that there is nothing equal to the Guru's name? There is nothing equal to Vaheguru. Vaheguru is not just any mantra. Vaheguru is the greatest mantra. They say that Tan Sri Guru Nanak Ji Maharaj Ji did tapasya, they did jap on this mantra for many, many yugs, for millions and billions of years, from the age of Satyug to Kal Jug. from the start of the ages to now, this job was done, and Guru Sahib Ji gave it to us here in Kal Yug, the job of Vaheguru. It's a very powerful mantra. Again, this is no disrespect to any other mantra out there, but the Guru has said to us there's nothing greater than this. Even Bhai Gurdas Ji tells us, Vaheguru Guru mantra hai, japa home khoi. So if you jap Vaheguru, all of your ego will be taken away. Japa home khoi. Khoi means to be removed, destroyed by japping Vaheguru. So again, this is a path of experience, not a path of somebody says it to you and shoves it down your throat and you have to do it. It's for you to experience yourself. So इसी तरह Guru Sahib Ji says ke naam japo, and then you yourself, that jeev, will remove the noose of death. Hanji.
No khand prithvi phirੈ chir jeevੈ.
So no khand Sahib Singh Ji pave no hissya. Jive Sahib Singh Ji is dharti de vich, in this world there's no khand. There's 9 continents we have in this world. So Guru Sahib Ji is saying to us, no khand prithvi. Prithvi the arth hai sansar de vich phirੈ chir jeevੈ. Pave jeev chiranjeevi hoke. Chiranjeevi means to live for a very, very long time, and he may go around the whole world. Sab sansar nu phirya lave, phirya rehe Sahib Singh. They may go around the whole world and travel for so long, just like it says in Japji Sahib, Je jugachare arja, hor dasuni hoye, nava khanda vich janiye, naal challe sab koe. Je Yoga, someone may live for the 4 yugs, which is like 2-3 million years. Hor the Suni hoy, times it by 10, for 20 million years. Nava khanda vich janiya, no khanda de vich, no hisya de vich, no nava khanda vich janiya, everybody knows them. They're very mashhoor, they're very famous. Naal challe sab koe, and everybody follows them. Changa nao rakhai ke, jasa kirata jagale. Everybody does their kirati, everybody praises them. But Guru Sahib Ji says, ke je tasa nadar na aave, ta vaat na puchhe ke. That if the Guru doesn't put their glance of grace upon them, je tasa nadar na aave, if they don't have the Guru's kirpa drishti, they say ta vaat na puchhe ke. Nobody's going to ask about them afterwards. They're going to forget about them. Nobody's going to remember that person. They're just going to be lost in the many people that have come and gone. Whether they were a great Raja, a great king, no matter how many actions they did, no matter how much punya daan they did, they're all going to go, because the ones that I remember are the ones that do Naam Japana Hanji.
Maha udas tapi sarathivä.
Te maha udas pave udasin uparamata. Uparamata means Sahib Singh Ji to be detached. Somebody could be completely detached from this world and try and leave the world. Physically they left the world. Maha udas tapi sarathivä, and they do a lot of tap. Tap karne wala Hanji.
Agna mahe homat paran.
The Agna mahe Sahib Singh pave agni de vich, within fire, homat paran. Paran means we say paran means swasa, breaths. But that's not technically what paran means. Paran means the life force is inside us. There's a type of paran that we have that controls our eyelids, so we can blink. There's a type of paran that controls the air that we take in. Another paran that controls the air that we take out. So there's panch paran in our body, 5 types of paran, and then the life forces that allow us to blink, allow us to digest our food, and all these different actions as well. But Guru Sahib says somebody may sacrifice everything, give up their whole body, cut into little pieces. Hanji.
Kanika savhavar pumadan.
Kanika aswa. Aswa hai Sahib Singh Ji, Aida Mukta, Sassa, the Sassa Mukta, on the pair of the Sassa there's a peri Vava. So how would you uchar this? Aswa. Aida Mukta, Sasse Onkar, Aida Mukta. Aswa. In English, it's like saying W, Swa. So you don't say Sva, there's no Vava here. Even though it's written as Peri Vava, it's Swa, Aswa. Sasse Onkar, Aida Mukta, Swa, Aswa. So Guru Sahib is saying Kanaka Aswa. Kanak the arth hai sona, gold. You may have gold, Aswa means kore, or even golden horses, which is never seen one before unless you paint one, but that would be really weird to do, right? Kanaka Aswa, Hanji.
Havar pumadan.
Havar means Sresht. Sresht kore, very great, nice horses. Pumadan. Pumadan means dharti, de which somebody may do a lot of daan as well. So they may have these great horses, they may have a great army of lots of horses, fast horses, the greatest horses. In today's world, we have gaddiya, we have nice cars, right? In those days, you had horses. And the best horses you get is from like the Arab states, like Iran, for example. Guru Sahib Ji had the best horses. really, really fast, strong horses, takkare horses that would ride in the battlefield and then destroy the enemies as well. But Guru Sahib is saying that people have man over these things. Just like today, if you have a nice car, somebody may get a lot of pride over that. Like, look at my gaddi, it's very nice and shiny, very fast. Guru Sahib is saying that you may have all these things as well, the best horses, and you may give a lot of charity as well, Hanji.
Nyoli karam kara baho asan.
Nyoli karam sasangaji. You may even see this on TV, for example. It's when somebody cleans their inner body and they use certain breathing techniques. I'm sure you've seen the one on the Indian channels. It's like there's this guy and he's sitting there and he's like breathing in and he's like pumping his stomach. And it's used to clean. Obviously, these are different jugatiya, and I'm not saying they don't work. They all work, right? And they use it in order to clear their intestines and clean their tid, their pet. They clean their stomach out as well. Nyoli karam kare baho asan. Baho asan is the main different ways to sit the body down. So Guru Sahib is saying about all these different techniques. Again, the reason why we're talking about this because all some of the Sahasangaji, people had a lot of man over these things, a lot of pride over all these things that follow me, follow this technique that I'm going to give to you. And we see that today. People keep telling us, do this, do that. Have we asked our Guru what we should do? Have we asked Guru Granth Sahib Ji, Maharaj Ji, how should we live our life? How kadapai gunatasa. Have you asked Guru Sahib Ji, how means I, kadapai gunatasa. How can I meet Vaheguru Ji? Gunatasa, gun means the treasure of all qualities. Tasa, the treasure of all qualities. How kadapai gunatasa. Tena dekh man chao uthanda. How kadapai gunatasa. Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji tells us. Tena dekh. Seeing those Gurumukh Jans, those great Guru Sikhs, those Sant Jans of Guru Sahib Ji, tena dekh man chao uthanda. Mere hirde de vich utshah uthda hai. Inside me, I have this great desire. How kadapai gunatasa. When am I going to meet the Guru? Because when we go to all these other people, there's none of these galla about meeting your true self or meeting Vaheguru Ji. Is about if you want to be happy, do this. But we know ourselves when we go to these people, we have to keep going back again and again for something else and something else. We see in our families, they go to some random person, who yogi or someone who's going to help them. They go once and they've got the solution. They've got their Lodge. They've got their Lodge. They've got the solution to all their problems. Then 1 month later, they have to go back again. 10 years later, they're still there. I thought you went 10 years ago and you got your solution. How come you're still going 10 years later? Again, I'm not disrespecting anyone, but we see these in our families. But the thing is that we say that we're sick of the Guru, but why don't we go to our Guru then? Why don't we speak to our Guru? Because at the end of the day, it just becomes another cycle that we go through again and again. But all the answers are here in Guru Granth Sahib Ji's Hazuri. Hanji.
Jain Marg Sanjam At Sadhana.
Jain Marg. Jainya the Marg. Jain here means the Jains. So if you look at the Jain Marg, they follow many, many different types of practices. For example, if you just type in Google Jain, for example, Jains, you'll find that they always cover their mouth most of the time, because they don't want any insects to go in their mouth. So they're very cautious of the world around them, right? Some of them may even sweep the ground in front of them so they never touch, step over an ant. And all these different kinds of things. A lot of great practices that we can see in Sikhi as well. But again, Guru Sahib speaks about this in Guru Bani, about how far can we go? How minute can we get when it comes to all these different types of techniques, sadhana, maryada, sahasangaji that we follow. Maryada is so important. The Guru has given us a maryada. Maryada means a discipline. But that person doesn't jump an arm, who doesn't meditate upon the Guru's name. How much is maryada going to help you? It just becomes a pick. It just becomes a form. You may do all the physical things like a soldier. This is what we heard in the podcast about the same thing. It's quite funny. It's like a soldier. He has all the army, nice shiny boots tied up. You put him in the battlefield and he gets scared. And you know what happens when you get scared? Right? He's not a soldier, really. He looks like a soldier, or she looks like a soldier, but in the battlefield, they can't fight. In the same way, we may look like a religious person, but when Kam, Kro, Lo, Monkar come to attack us, we just run away, or we give in straight away to these different vices inside us, into Kam as well. So, Jain Marga, Hanji.
Jain Marg Sanjam At Sadhana.
Sanjam Sadhana. Sanjam means discipline. different techniques in order to discipline ourselves. Again, these are all forms of discipline as well, Hanji.
ਨਿਮਖ ਨਿਮਖ ਕਰ ਸਰੀਰ ਕਟਾਵੈ
And like we said before, nimikha nimikha, pav apne sri nu ratti ratti karke katave, Hanji.
ਤਉ ਪੀ ਹਉ ਮੈਂ ਮੈਲ ਨ ਜਾਵੈ
They're saying that you could cut your body into little pieces. Taupi, tadvi, firvi, home, mel na jave. Jo home in the mel hai Sahib Sangat Ji, that doesn't go anywhere. The dirt inside us of ego does not go anywhere. Even by doing all these different types of actions, yes, they are good punni actions, they're good actions to do, but still they say that the ego does not go inside us. It's quite interesting because somebody can have a lot and they can get so proud of it. Tika, you may have a lot of money and you may get very proud, but somebody can have nothing and still be proud because they think, I have nothing, I'm so great. Look at that Amir Banda, that rich person, they have everything, they're such a fool. All this stuff is fake. Look at me, I have nothing, I'm so great. But there's ego there as well. Whether you're rich, whether you're poor, ego attacks everyone. Doesn't matter. So Guru Sahib Ji is saying that Taupi home mel na jave, that even then, by doing all these things, the dirt inside us of ego is not taken away, Hanji.
ਹਰ ਕੇ ਨਾਮ ਸੰਸਰ ਕਛ ਨਾਹੇ
The Guru Sahib Ji saying that Har ke naam, jo Prabhu Parameshwar Ji da naam hai Sahib Singh Ji, samsar kach na hai, samsar hai means the same thing barabar. There's nothing equal again to Guru Sahib Ji's name, Hanji.
ਨਾਨਕ ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਤ ਗਤ ਪਾਹੇ
The Guru Sahib is saying naam japata. By doing naam japana, naam gurumukh, nanak gurumukh naam japata gat pahe, naam japan karke, Sahib Singh Ji us jeev, they gain mukti. Mukti prapat ho jandi hai, Sahib Singh, jo mukt ho janda hai, naam japan karke. Hanji.
ਮਨ ਕਾਮਨਾ ਤੀਰਥ ਦੇਹ ਛੁਟੈ
So many people have this desire that when they leave their body, I want to leave in a good place. Man kamana, ਭਾਵੇਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਹਿਰਦੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਇੱਛਾ ਹੋਵੇ, that this ਇੱਛਾ in their mind, this desire, that when I leave my body, I want to leave it at Tirath Asthan. Dehe, Tirath, Dehe Chute. Tirath means like a place where people go to cleanse their body. Tirath, Dehe Chute. Dehe means body, Chute means Chute Jave, to leave their body. Hanji.
ਗਰਭ ਗੁਮਾਨ ਨਾ ਮਨ ਤੇ ਹੁਟੈ
But ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ Sahib Singh Ji ਹੰਕਾਰ ਵਸਦਾ ਹੈ. There's still pride inside their mind. They have not got rid of the pride, but they're saying at the last moment, I'm going to leave my body and I'm going to leave it at Tirath Isthan. And if you look in Gurbani, Guru Sahib Ji says to us, Kya kasi, kya ukhar maghar, Ram Hriday jo hoi. Kya kasi here means kya kanshi. That's the arth here. Saying that what happens if somebody lives in Kanchi? The reason why they're saying this is because it's believed by people in India that if you leave your body in Kanchi, you're going to get mukti. If you leave in that place. Right? Say, kya Kanchi? So Bhagat Kabir, I think, is to say to us, kya Kasi, kya ukhara maghar. Say, what about Maghar is another asthan? They say, if you pass away in this place, you're going to go to hell. Or you're going to come back as a donkey. Right? So they're saying that, so this is what people believed at the time. So Guru Sahib is speaking to us and saying that you may think that if you go to Kanchi and leave your body, then you're going to get mukti. So Guru Sahib said, Kya kasi, kya ukhara maghara, Ram Hriday jo hoi. So the one who's going to get mukti is Ram Hriday. Ram means God's name, Hriday means heart. The only one that's going to get mukti, liberation, is the one who has God's name in their heart. It doesn't matter where you are. So Bhagat Kabir Ji left their body in Maghar. They left their body in the place where apparently you go to hell or you become a donkey. But they didn't go. They came home. They went to Sachkhand. They went to Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj's home. Pothi Parameswar Ka Than. Guru Granth Sahib Ji Sachkhand is the home of God. Even if you look at Sadh Sangat, the Bhai Gurdas Ji tells us, Sadh Sangat Sachkhand hai. Vasa Nirankar hai. If you ask where is Sachkhand, Bhai Gurdas Ji says, this is Sachkhand. Because this is where Naam is. Sadh Sangat kaisi janiye, jithe eko naam khani hai. Sadh Sangat is so great. Naam is so great. Naam is like a ladder. It takes you to that spot. It takes you to Sachkhand. But the greatest thing about Naam is that Naam is even higher than that place. Uche upara, ucha now. Naam is higher than even that jaga itself. Why? Because in order to get to a high piece of land, you need a paudi, you need a ladder. But the ladder needs to be higher than the chhat. It needs to be higher than the roof to get on top of the roof. So Naam is so high, we cannot put a limit on it. And this Naam the Guru is given to us. How do we gain this Naam? From Panch Pyare. Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji de Hazuri de vich, when we go to Panch Raitavan, Naam Japan Wale Guru Sikhs, and they bless us with Naam di Daat, from Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, they were blessed with that Naam Hanji.
ਸੋਚ ਕਰੈ ਦਿਨ ਸਾਰ ਰਾਤ
ਤੇ Guru Sahib Ji ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਮਨ ਦੀ ਪਵਿੱਤਰਤਾ ਵਾਸਤੇ, for the purity of this body, ਸੋਚ ਕਰੇ ਦਿਨ ਸਾਰ ਰਾਤ. Day and night they do Ishnan Hanji.
ਮਨ ਕੀ ਮੈਲ ਨਾ ਤਨ ਤੇ
They
ਜਾਤ
say man ki mail. The mail inside our mind is not taken away. And they're saying man ki mail na tante jaat. Pave, you can do Ishnan with the body, but just because you wash the body doesn't mean the mind becomes clear. Soch na hove, je sochi lakhvar. Jira mukh arth hai saas, in the main arth of this shabad, soche hai means sochamta. Soch na hove. You could do Ishnan lakhvar. Lakhavari saas ji, millions, hundreds of thousands of times you could do Ishnan, but they say, just sochi lakhvar, still you not become pure just by having a bath. Physical bath. The way one becomes pure is through ohotope naveke rang, by taking God's name and washing ourselves in the inside through love. Ohotope naveke rang. Prem de naal naam japana hai hanji.
ਇਸ ਦੇਹੀ ਕੋ ਬਹੁ ਸਾਧਨਾ ਕਰੈ
This dehi is saridana sasang ji pave jiva. That person does a lot of techniques. Sadhana means techniques, in order again to control the mind, in order to control the body, in order to connect to that one hanji.
ਮਨ ਤੇ ਕਬਹੂ ਨਾ ਬਿਖਿਆ ਟਰੈ
Fir vi sasang ji jire vishyavikar han. Vishyavikar means the 5 thieves inside us. Vishyavikar are like those passions, those energies that keep forming inside us. 1 minute we're angry, next minute we feel kami. 1 minute we're angry and then we feel very lustful, because the energy is transferring from one to the other. We get greed when we have lob for food, lob, and then that lob comes inside us, we eat the food, and then we feel angry. Because who made the food? Probably somebody who's very angry, who is shouting at someone else. And that energy went into the food, it's all energy. But Guru Sahib Ji, he's saying to us that even by doing that, Jire Vishyavikar Hansa Sangha Ji, they do not go away. Dur nahi jande saas, they stay inside us, even by doing all these types of actions, Hanji.
ਜਲ ਧੋਵੈ ਬਹੁ ਦੇਹ ਅਨੀਤ
Jala tove, saas again the same thing, washing the body many times. Deh anita, anit he means anitta. Anitya, which means the body that's chutha, this false body, you may wash it again and again, Hanji.
ਸੁਧ ਕਹਾ ਹੋਏ ਕਾਚੀ ਭੀਤ
The Guru Sahib Ji the ek drishtant dinde han, they give a drishtant. Kachi peet means ek kachi kand. So if you get a kachi kand, pani na to ye saasing, you wash that kachi kand, that wall that is not made properly with water, what's going to happen? Mitti is going to keep coming out of it. Nikal jandi hai saasing ji, again and again, you put water on it, the mitti keeps coming out because it's a kachi kand. It's a wall that's not been made properly. And it's saying in the same way, we can keep doing all these actions, but the dirt keeps on coming and coming, and it never gets taken away, Hanji.
ਮਨ ਹਰ ਕੇ ਨਾਮ ਕੀ ਮਹਿਮਾ ਊਚ
So Guru Sahib Ji ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਨ ਕਿ हे ਮੇਰੇ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਮਨਾ, ਮਨ ਹਰ ਕੇ ਨਾਮ ਕੀ ਮਹਿਮਾ ਉੱਚ. ਜੋ ਨਾਮ ਦੀ ਵਡਿਆਈ ਹੈ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਉੱਤਮ ਹੈ, ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਉੱਚੀ ਹੈ ਨਾਮ ਦੀ ਵਡਿਆਈ. The greatness of Naam is the highest of the high. There's nothing greater than it, meaning that why follow any other technique when you can follow Naam Japana, when you can say God's name. Whether you're Amritari, whether you're Sagittari, whether you're Sikh, whether you're Hindu, whether you're Muslim, whether you're Christian, whether you don't follow religion, very simply the first thing everyone should do is Naam Japu. If you have a friend and you're trying to help them, tell them to jap Naam, just say Vaheguru. We don't have no kala, we don't have no strength to do anything. We don't have no power to help somebody else. All we have to do is join them back to the Guru. Tell them, wake up in the morning and say Vaheguru. There's no better time than Amrit Ville Jag ke ate Naam jap ke os samay de vich Hanji.
ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ ਉਦਰੇ ਪਤਿਤ ਬਹੁ ਮੂਚ
The Guru Sahib Ji ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ ਉਦਰੇ. They're saying through Naam japan karke udare means to be saved. Patita bahamucha. Patita he means jide lok khote karm karde ne, they do very bad actions. Patit means basically a puppy, right? A sinner. Patita bahamucha. Guru says even all the puppies are saved as well. Even those who used to kill people, who used to eat people. It comes in a kor dukhyang anaka hatyang. In that Shabad, asank muraka andakor, asank chor haram kor, asank aginat hilok. There's many people who steal in this world. We may think that, we haven't stolen, but who knows what we've done in our previous life? Who knows what we've done in our last lives? You could have been the biggest serial killer ever. Hopefully we weren't. But you never know what kind of karma we've done. But the Guru is saying by doing Naam Japana, they all burn away. Patita Bohamuj. Even the worst type of papi is saved. Gurudeva Patita Pavitkara. In Bhavanakar, they say Gurudeva, that Gurudev, Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, Patita Pavitkara. They make the papi pavitr. They make them into a sant as well. Just like Sajjan, we say Sajjan Thag, but after meeting Guru Nanak Ji, they're like Sant Sajjan Ji. Right? Or Kaudaraksh. Kaudaraksh used to eat bodies. They used to eat people. They tried to eat Bhai Mardana Ji, and they tried to even cook Guru Nanak Dev Ji as well, but they failed. Even Kaudaraksh, who used to be a cannibal, used to eat people, even they became a sant as well, having darshan of Tan Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji and listening to the Shabad Hanji.
ਬਹੁਤ ਸਿਆਣਪ ਜਮ ਕਾ ਭਉ ਵਿਆਪੈ
Bahut Syanapa Sasanga Ji. Syanapa. Clevernesses. Chaturaya. Guru Sahib Ji says, Chade Syanapa Sagali Mana. Sasang Pave Sachatana. They're saying, give up all your clevernesses that you think you have. It's crazy because when it comes to these clevernesses, Syanapa, Maya, Tan, it's crazy how this world works. Guru Granth Sahib Ji says the whole world is crazy. Everyone in this world is crazy. The ones that run behind Maya. In Dakhni Ankar, Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj tells us, they say, Arth sel neech kar hoye. Neech kar hoye means, jis kar de vich garibi hai, Saz Singh Ji, in that house where there's poverty, Arth sel. Jado Maya aa jandi hai us kar de vich, when Maya comes in that home, wealth, money, Arth sel. Sel means a lot of happiness comes. They get happy, right? If somebody is poor and they get a lot of money, they get so happy, right? So, arth sel, niche kar hoye, arth dekha. When somebody sees all that tanadolat, that maya, arth dekha, though they say ke the people of that home, they become very happy. I'll come in the punctuation, there's 3 words, it's like never doy, never just doy. Never just doy, means that doy means dove lok. Pave jere garib lok ya te meer lok ya, they do namaskar to them. Niv means niv sees navake, ja namaskar karke. They give a lot of satkar to them because they've got money now, because they got wealth. You know they say in the world, if you got a lot of money, everyone's your friend, then when you lose it, they leave you, right? Like the cliche is the saying that everyone hears, right? Guru Bani is saying the same thing here. The art dekh nive jis doye. They say art hoye ta mug dasyana. Art hoye, jis kar de vich Maya ondi hai saas, in that home where Maya comes, Pave, that person is a murak. That person is the biggest fool, ignorant fool. They say, Art hoye, ta mug de syana, os murak, that person is a fool. Everyone sees them as syana. They think that person is so wise. Just look in the world, look at the mantris here, UK, the which mantri means ministers, or Mukh Mantri, the Prime Minister, presidents. Look at America before Biden, who is the president before Trump. Look, he has so much money, everyone thinks he's so clever. Well, I'm not here to cuss Trump and Guru Sahib's Hazuri, but look at these leaders of the world from Samadevich and many, many years ago. All these different leaders are to hoye ta mugdasyana. Because that person has money, we think they're so clever, they know everything. The Guru Sahib is saying, Pagate bihuna jagabaurana. Guru says, Pagati to begin, Pagati to bina, Pagati to begera, va prema Pagati, jagabaurana. The whole world is crazy. Everyone is crazy. Guru Sahib is saying to us. Because of money, because of few clevernesses, we think that that is the person we should hang around with. And that is the situation today. Something that Bhai Jagadasan used to always say is, if you had all the successful people of the world on one side and Guru Nanak on the other side, and they're all saying, you do this, and Guru Nanak saying, do that, what are we going to do? Are we going to listen to Guru Nanak that you saying Naam Japo, or work 80 hours a week? Obviously, our parents work so hard for us to have the luxury that we have, but at the same time, we have to realize that there's always a limit to these things. And what is our reason for coming here? Is to meet Vaheguru Ji. So don't spend all our time in these things and forget about Naam Japana. Life is about having a balance. And for some reason, we put so much energy into our kirt kamai, but when it comes to Naam Japana, Vand ke Shakana, kirt karni, for some reason, all we know about is kirt karni. We forgot about Naam Japana, or Vand ke Shakana, we do Vand Shakana as well. But when it comes to Naam Japo, it's like, no, we do the other two. But what came first? We don't say kirt karni, vand ke shakna, fir naam japna. We say naam japna, vand ke shakna kirt karni. Naam japna. Guru Satguru ka jo Sikh akhai so pal ke ut har naam te aave. The one who calls himself a Sikh of the Guru, they wake up in the morning and they remember the Guru. That is the first thing they do in the morning and the last thing they do before they go to bed. Hanji.
ਅਨੇਕ ਜਤਨ ਕਰ ਤ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨ ਨਾ ਤਰਾਪੈ
Anika jatana. Again, yatan means types of attempts. Anika jatana kar
ਤ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨ ਨਾ ਤਰਾਪੈ
trishna natarape. Trishna he means the trishna is our desires. Pave Sasang ji triptani only. The inside you don't get this tripti. This says to be satiated inside. That doesn't come inside us, Hanji.
ਭੇਖ ਅਨੇਕ ਅਗਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੁਝੈ
Anika libas atar ke sasang ji taken upon many different forms. We may try and act like somebody else. Libas means a type of form. Big. We may try and act like somebody we're not. But Guru Sahib is saying to us that inside us, that this Trishna, jo Trishna the ag hai sasang, or bujh nahi sakdi, it cannot be taken away inside us. And this goes back to Tan, goes back to the wealth as well. Pandit Hardyal ji, who was from the lineage of Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj ji, or one of the Guru Sikhs of Guru Amar Das ji, Pandit Hardyal ji writes in a Granth called Sar Kotavali, which is a philosophical Granth that many Guru Sikhs read when they want to learn Vidya. They talk about Tan. And they say, Trikala Drava Dukha mein Upava Rakha Anta mein. Trikal ਦਾ ਅਰਥ ਹੈ ਤਿੰਨ ਕਾਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਤਿੰਨ ਸਮਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. ਤ੍ਰਿਕਾਲ ਦਰਵ ਦੁੱਖ ਮੈਂ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤਨ ਦੌਲਤ ਹੈ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਤਿੰਨ ਸਮੇਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਨ ਦੌਲਤ ਦੁੱਖ ਦਾ ਰੂਪ ਹੈ. In all three times, past, present, future, tan daulat, money, is pain. How? Upai rakha antame. Upai means when you want to earn money, it causes you pain. Why? Because you have to earn the money, to work hard for it. Upai rakha, rakh the arth hai, jadon assi paise sambhalna, we have to look after it, sambhal ke, put in our bank account, take care of it, make sure nobody steals it. ਉਪਾਏ ਰੱਖ ਅੰਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੁਕਾਨ ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਕੁਝ ਖਰੀਦਣਾ ਹੈ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, we look at the price tag, think hi dabba, or we see, you know, when you have the little thing on the, when you go to checkout and it has that number, there's a lot of zeros on it. It's like, whoa, how did that happen? Why? The saying upaye rakh ant mein, it's all dukh. From start to end of time, this desire we have for more wealth, it causes us pain from the start to end of time. So why are we so obsessed with it? Then they say to us, okay, the next line is Nidan hai virodako. They say tan, they say wealth is the reason for virod. Tan virod da karan hai. Tan daulat, money, is the cause of virod, means fights, enmity. So tat mata janta mein. Tat mat means mother and father. Look in the house, look in our houses, look in our families, whether it's our uncles, aunties, or mataji, petaji, Dadaji, Dadiji, whoever it is, whenever money gets involved and Jameen gets involved, land, there's always virod. There's always fighting. And they're saying this to us. But it's all saying those who become one with the Guru, they don't fight over these things. They don't get obsessed over it. They get obsessed over kursi. Kursi means chair, but it means like a seat in like a powerful place, powerful position. When it comes to Maya or money, they don't care about this stuff. They'd rather leave that. If somebody tries to give them the kursi, they want to get away from the kursi. They don't want the kursi. That's something that you know is a true Bhagavajan. Of course, if somebody's sitting on a kursi, it doesn't mean they're a bad person. But those who really want the power, stay away from them. Because they're enraptured in Maya. Hanji.
ਕੋਟ ਉਪਾਵ ਦਰਗਾਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਿਜੈ
Court upav. Again, many actions, but dargah nahi sijjai. But us dargah de vich saad sangat ji, they don't get a space. Tha nahi paida saad sangat us dargah de vich. They don't get a space in that dargah of Guru Sahib ji. Hanji.
ਛੂਟਸ ਨਾਹੀ ਊਬ ਪਿਆ
Oob payal means, oob means akash de vich, payal means patal de vich. Chutas nahi. They cannot escape whether they go to the heavens or to the hells. Again, Sikhi accepts that there's heavens and hells, but a Sikh is meant to go above heaven and hell. They're meant to go to, we're aiming for Sachkhand, where the Guru resides. Heaven is filled with Maya as well, and so is hell. Patala, lakh, agasa, agas. Guru Nanak Ji spoke about heavens and hells and said that there's millions of them, but the Sikh doesn't care about them. They go above those, And they say even if you go to this place, you still can escape from maut, from Jamdut. Hanji.
ਮੋਹ ਵਿਆਪਹਿ ਮਾਇਆ
Te
ਜਾਲ
Sahib Sangat Ji, when it comes to moho, we have this attachment inside us because of Maya, because it's illusion. And so this moh is like a fahi, it's like a noose around us as well. And so that person cannot escape from it. Hanji.
ਅਵਰ ਕਰਤੂਤ ਸਗਲੀ ਜਮ ਡਾਣੈ
Whatever type of action they try to do, avada kartuta, they can try whatever they want in their life to try and escape from this. But at the end of their life, jamadane, they still get a dand. They get their danda from Jamdut. They still get hit by Jamdut, meaning that they fail in this life anyway by doing all these different types of actions. Hanji.
ਗੋਵਿੰਦ ਭਜਨ ਬਿਨ ਤਿਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਾਨੈ
Gobind Bhajan bin. Without doing Bhajan Bandgi, Naam Jap to Bagair Sahib Sangat Ji, Guru Sahib saying Gobind Bhajan bin Til Nahi Mane. Til Nahi Mane means Til He means Sahib Sangat Ji, a sesame seed, a very small amount of honor. But with Sahib Sangat, we can do all the different types of karma, dharma, all these different types of actions, karma, dharma. But they're saying to us, also Vele Sahib Sangat Ji, in that last moment, Til Nahi Mane is not going to be worth anything. It's going to be of no use. Also, Antala Sama de Vich Hanji.
ਹਰ ਕਾ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਤ ਦੁਖ ਜਾਏ
ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਹਰ ਕਾ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਤ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਪਰਮੇਸ਼ਰ ਵਾਜ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਦੁੱਖ ਨਿਵਰਤ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਨ। ਹਾਂਜੀ।
ਨਾਨਕ ਬੋਲੇ ਸਹਿਜ ਸੁਭਾਏ
ਸੋ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਅਖੀਲੀ ਪੰਕਤੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਫਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਮਾਪਤੀ ਕਰਨੀ ਆ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ। The last line of this fourth pauri, Guru Sahib is saying to us, ਨਾਨਕ ਬੋਲੇ ਸਹਿਜ ਸੁਭਾਏ। Nanak bole, Guru Sahib Ji kathan karde han ke naam japan karke, by reciting God's name, sote siddh. Sote siddh means very easily jeev mukt ho janda hai by saying God's name. Very easy that person gets mukti, liberation, just by saying God's name. Sote siddh, gyan da prakash prapat ho janda hai. Gyan means the true knowledge of the Guru. It comes so easily. Sahaj means very, very easily. Just like how, for example, when an elephant, there's an example that comes to Gurbani, has a heart around his trunk and it drops the heart on the floor, it's so easily done. There's no effort required. In the same way, Sahib Sangat Ji, there's no effort required. When someone just says the Guru's name, there's no greater way to do it, there's no greater path than Naam Japana. So Sahib Sangat Ji, we're finished off the Katha Vichar here. Many mistakes we made, but the essence of these Char Pauri of Sri Sukhmani Sahib is that you could do many different types of actions, but the most simplest one that we don't do is just sit down and say Vaheguru. So simple, but for some reason, Akana Oka Sacha now. It's so hard to do the most simplest thing and say God's name. So before we ever do Simran karan to pehla, ardas karo Guru Sahib Ji no. Before you do Simran, do ardas. Ki Guru Sahib Ji kirpa karo, bless you with the dhyan to focus on your Guru Mantra jap. If we don't do ardas, then how can we expect to focus at that time? Ask from the Guru, ask for that focus, and then do your Simran, and Guru Sahib Ji kirpa karan, we have to focus at that time. So in your beinti parvan karniya, please forgive all the mistakes made in the Katha Vichar. We'll have a short Q&A. We'll go straight to the Q&A now for those who want it. So straight after the Katha, we go straight to the Darbar Sahib 2 for Q&A. Because very busy, got a lot of things to do. So keep the Q&A short. So if you have any questions, then please do come to that. Again, please forgive the mistakes we made. We read the last two punkts and then we do Samapti. Deho sajjan asi siriya jo hove sahib syo mel.
ਹਰ ਕਾ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਤ ਦੁਖ
Dukh
ਜਾਏ
jaye
ਨਾਨਕ
bole
ਬੋਲੇ
sahaj
ਸਹਿਜ
subaye. He Gobind, He Gopal, He Dayal Lal, Prananath Anath Sake, Deen Dard Nivar, He Samrath Agam Puran, Mohe Maya Tar, Andkoop Mahapayan, Nanak Par Utar, Aye Prabh Sarnagati, Kripa Nid Dayal, Ek Akhar Har Man Bast, Nanak Hot Nihal, Vaheguru Naam Jahaj Hai, Chare Sotre Par, Jo Sarda Kar Sev De, Gur Par Utar Nahar, Jo Sarda Kar Sev De, Gur Par Utar Nahar. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।